oscillations were shown in a chemical system. Fechner showed oscillating current in a chemical set. 1899, Oswald observed rate of chromium dissolution periodically increased and decreased in acid. But both these systems were inhomogeneous. Chemists thought that the homogeneous systems are impossible. But then in 1921, Bray and Levasky showed homogeneous oscillations based on iodine. 1959, Belouzov and Zagonsky reported periodic color change in cerium-based systems. We all know that reactions try to move to the equilibrium, but then how do these reactions oscillate? Or, as scientists believe, are they just an artifact of dust or bubbles? Come on, let's see how these reactions are done. We will try and perform another chemical reaction given by Briggs and Roshan. It is an iodine-based system. In this reaction, we make 3 different colorless solutions. All the solutions are water-based. The first one is acidic solution, which we make by diluting sulfuric acid. Always remember to add acid to water. Then take some potassium iodate and dissolve it in the acidic solution by stirring vigorously. The second is the starch solution. Starch can be dissolved in water by stirring and heating. We take some malonic acid and hydrated manganese sulfate and add it to the starch solution. Stir it to dissolve. Our third solution is made by diluting 30% hydrogen peroxide with water to make the volume about 100 ml. Then we mix the first 2 solutions in a large beaker and we set this apparatus on stirring. We add roughly the same amount of hydrogen peroxide solution and the reaction is set on oscillation. The concentrations of iodine and iodide ions oscillate, which brings in the colors we see. The solution turns amber because of the elemental iodine produced. When sufficient iodide ions have formed, they form a deep blue color in conjunction with the elemental iodine and starch present. The iodine formed is eventually consumed by the reaction with the malonic acid. When sufficient iodine is consumed, the color fades and the reaction oscillates in this manner. But then why do these reactions stop? Eventually, the cycling slows down because of the consumption of hydrogen peroxide and malonic acid. Once these are completely consumed, the reaction stops as the reverse reaction is not possible. The reaction thus reaches the equilibrium. These oscillatory reactions have applications in food, feed, pharmaceutical. It has led to development of a new field, non-linear chemical dynamics, which helps us to understand biological systems, geological phenomena, and material science.